Hello, my name is Sarah DeWong. I'm a consultant and project manager at Concentrus, a NetSuite solution provider. Today, I just want to show you a quick tip on making changes to charge rules in the middle of a project. As you may know, when a charge rule is set and charges have been generated and billed against that rule, you cannot change that rule anymore. There are a few times when, especially for T&M rules, I needed to add a resource. So there's a couple ways of handling this. Probably the best way is setting the original rule with billing class. So I've set up a sample rule here, and it's as simple as selecting your rate base as your billing class and your billing rate card as your default billing rate card, or whatever one you set up. What this is, let me show you, is every employee record, there's a billing class. So Bill Carr happens to be a consultant. And a consultant, as long as the employee is a consultant under their billing class, they will have a certain rate, billable rate that's associated with that. And that is defined by the billing rate card, which is a separate setup. So under the billing rate card, each resource or billing class that's listed will have its own rate. Okay, so this is probably the most flexible one. This doesn't limit me by the actual employee that's listed here. So let me show you a different way of dealing with it. So if you happen to have a project where the billable rates don't fit into a billing class or don't fit into any of your billing rate cards, then you might want to consider creating a rule based on resource. So I set one up where all the resources need to be charged $175 an hour. So what I selected here under rate basis is resources. And down below, this tab will show up, the resource tab will show up, and you're able to add the resource and whatever rate you want to assign to that resource. So I've assigned bill 175. I can change that to 150 for the billable rate. And then we'll hit save. So every time entry bill puts in, it will be 100. It will be billed to the customer at 150. Okay. Now let's say Kathy joined the project and I needed to add her on there. So typically if we've already billed our charges against this, then this T&M rule will not be editable anymore. So what we have to do is, what I would do is I would click on this rule, and under actions, I would make a copy. And let's call it T&M with Kathy. Okay. So it did exactly that. It copied everything over. My rate basis is resource. You see bill here at 150, and now I can add Kathy. Okay, I'm going to add her at 150 also. Add. Now, the trick is that you want the rule order to be prior to the original one. So rule of thumb is let's put it as the first order. Okay, and then you hit save. So what happens here, you'll see the rule order is that the system will look at all the charges and first apply this rule. So it's going to look and apply Kathy and Bill's rate accordingly. Once that's been exhausted, it'll move on to the next rule. But as you see here, this first rule already sufficiently provides, is applied to all of the charges that's related to Kathy and Bill. So there's no need to go down to the other rules. So that's why it's important that you choose a rule order every time you add or change a new time-based rule here to make sure that that has priority. Okay, so that really completes the quick tip for today. If you need any help setting up your charge rules, feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help. And thank you for watching today.